Hi, my name is Melissa Gragg and I'm a business valuation expert in St. Louis, Missouri. When an attorney is considering hiring an expert, there are a few things to consider. Typically, there are two types of experts. One who will give you the number you're looking for and sometimes manipulate valuation methods to arrive at that value. And then the other who will abide by the accepted valuation methods and derive a reasonable number based on the information available. The first expert, the one who will provide you with the exact number you're looking for, may seem like a great expert, but this person is typically called a hired gun. Here are some of the pitfalls to working with a hired gun. Working with an expert who creates a report around the number that the attorney wants or the client wants could actually cost the client more money in the long run. You see, when the expert creates a report based on generally accepted valuation methods, there is a chance that the parties could settle the case without the need for a long trial or even to necessarily hire an additional expert. On the other hand, when a hired gun provides an extremely high or low value in a report, there's less likelihood that the parties have enough information to negotiate a settlement. So the opposing counsel could think that because of the extreme value, the other party is not being reasonable and therefore does not attempt to negotiate. The longer the litigation process continues, the more money the client spends. There's also the potential to set the client up for disappointment when they're not able to gain or attain this extremely high or low value. Once the client hears that number, even if it's not the right number, it's really hard for them to be happy with anything less. So working with a hired gun sometimes requires this assumption that the judge or arbitration panel is unable to determine the quality of a valuation. But in reality, judges are dealing with more and more valuations in litigation matters, including divorce. So there's also a tremendous amount of case law readily available which covers important valuation methods and explains the most subjective areas of valuation theory. The final pitfall to working with a hired gun is relying on the fact that the judge will primarily base their decision on the credentials and experience of the valuator. So if both experts are qualified, then the court will just average the two valuation reports. But the reality is that if a report is well written, based on reasonable assumptions, and then communicated in a way that all parties can understand, there's a greater likelihood that this report will carry more weight than the other report, which has an extremely high or low value and very little support of the conclusion. So by taking a chance that the court will average the values, the attorney is essentially gambling on behalf of the client. So by working with an experienced valuation expert, you can present a reasonable value of the business, potentially settle the case, and know that when you go to trial, the expert is prepared to defend their valuation approach. For more information on business valuation methods or to watch other valuation videos, here's a link to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/businessvaluationstl, or check out our website at valuationstlouis.com.